Hi families, it is Mrs. Cron here, and this is something that is way out of my comfort zone, but this year I thought it would be more fun to have digital newsletters from me that you can see more of what's happening in our classroom instead of just trying to read it and figure it out on a piece of paper. So I just wanted to share with you some of the things that are happening in our classroom that you may have heard from your child at home or may not have. We have been working on a few community building skills. One is that we build friendships and that we work together. And we've been doing some group projects, some other tasks that we've had the opportunity to do that. Some of the apps that we've learned recently have been Kahoot. We did that to test our knowledge on our map skills today. Seesaw, which you know, and one that we will use all year long. And then Write About This, I think some of you saw this come through on your child's Seesaw, so hopefully you will see those as the year goes on. The first book that we finished reading was Judy Moody, was in a kind of a bad mood, and that's where we got the idea for our Me collage, so we can learn a little bit about each other. Currently, we are using Stone Fox as our mentor text for our reading unit, excuse me. And Stone Fox has been a hit with the kids so far. They're really invested. And while we were doing Stone Fox, these are some of the things we have been working on. And I know it's probably backwards for you, but just that you can see that they're giving themselves a comprehension check as they're reading. Do they actually understand what's happening? They're visualizing in their heads and making sure that they understand the movie that's going on. And they're predicting about what's going to happen next. Another skill that we have been just starting is retelling and making sure that we know the important parts of a story. And then also, what do we do when we get to a word we don't know? We don't just skirt around it, but how do we figure it out? And then the last book that we're reading that we are so excited about is The Wild Robot. And here's our little robot on the wall. We're going to graph his character changes, and this is the one we're reading with the Global Read Aloud. So this morning, we were able to connect with a classroom in Canada that is also reading it. And we had to try to figure out where they were in the world. We didn't know. The kids didn't know. And so they had to use some of their map skills, like, are you in North America? Are you on the western part? And we were able to figure out that they're in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. So that was really cool. The other class did not know. They couldn't figure out that we were in Wisconsin. So we had to tell them, and we had a lot of fun with that. For writing, and I know this is going to be backwards because I'm trying to do this kind of fast, we are working on true stories. So we're working on our personal narratives and telling a story bit by bit by bit, and just a small moment. Like I keep using David's as an example. He's telling about a Nerf gun fight, which is perfect. That's a small moment. We're trying not to have stories that cover a whole day or days and days and days, because those become more like summaries or news reports and not so much as a storyteller story. So that's what we're working on in writing right now. We had the opportunity to go share it with our kindergarten buddies, and then in the next couple of weeks we'll work on our revising and editing for it, and then you'll probably see the published draft come home. In math, we are working on place value and rounding and estimating, and in the next couple of weeks we will be getting into addition and subtraction strategies. So some of the math games that we've been learning are 7, 8, 9. That's a big hit. Mathed potatoes is another huge hit in our classroom. In the next couple weeks, we'll learn Blackout 20 and Snap It Up and a few other ones. Because really, by the end of second grade, kids are supposed to be fluent in their addition and subtraction facts through 20. And so we're trying to build that before we get into multiplication. So the next couple weeks will be 3-digit addition and 3-digit subtraction. And then at the end of the month in early November, we will be starting multiplication and division. So you will hear a little bit more about that from me at parent-teacher conferences at the end of this month. And I'll be sharing with you how we kind of approach that and what we do for those skills. So those are some of the things we've been working on in math. Any addition or subtraction practice that you can do at home would definitely be helpful. Even rolling 3 dice together and having them added as quick as they can, just becoming fluent in those math facts. So those are some of the things we've been doing in here. The last project that we're working on that you probably heard maybe a little bit is continents. We are finishing up map skills, and the kids all are in a group about a continent, and they're making a Google presentation, and they're going to present their continent to the class. And then after that, we will be heading to a new science unit. So that's a quick little 5-minute recap about what's been going on in our classroom. Hopefully this is helpful, and if it is, I will continue it month by month. And we are looking forward to a fun field trip on Monday. So have a wonderful weekend, and thanks for watching.